So if you caught last night's Twitch stream, you may remember me mentioning that I wanted to do a goose hunting video, but I always kind of feel like it's difficult to make a goose hunting video entertaining because it gets kind of repetitive. It's a lot of the same thing over and over. But during the stream, I thought it might actually be more fun to try to do like a long goose hunt, so several hours, and only show the flocks that have either like a high scoring one or a rare or whatever, and just kind of see how that goes. So we're going to try that today, and no matter what, I want to get either another diamond or a melanistic for the trophy lodge. So whether we actually get that today or not, we're going to be shooting a lot of geese, getting a lot of respawns, and ultimately working towards that. So no matter what happens, it's going to be a good thing. There are an absurd amount of geese here, but there is a 4 there, and I'm thinking anything that has a level 4 or better we'll probably keep in the video. This is just insane though. I think there's 30 different flocks, and I have no clue what's about to happen when we fire a shot, but we're going to try to take out as many as we can. Like I said, respawns for those couple of goals are important. But as usual, I brought 2 10 gauges. And that proved to be rather useful. And I'm going to try to pretty much only shoot males, just because that's probably more working towards a diamond respawn. I'm not sure. There we go. Couldn't figure out where to lead that. And to be honest, most of them are getting far away to the point where I'm probably not going to claim them, so I think we'll just be happy with that. And I think we're going to have to kind of claim them as we get them, because otherwise there's going to be geese that weren't shot in the video and geese that were, and it'll probably get a little bit confusing, but looks like we shot a bunch of really little ones other than our level 4, which I still haven't claimed that one. I guess that's got to be it over there. But I hear more geese. Looks like they're actually not ones that'll land. If you can't spot them, they're just not going to come in. Sometimes that's just a thing. So that's our 4, which is a gold. And we have that one other one we got with the 22. And I think that makes 7 for our first flock. And it could have been more if we worried about shooting those couple of females. But like I said, I either want a melanistic or a diamond. Another diamond would be really cool. So to me, it makes more sense to try to just get the males for respawns, because obviously the females can't make diamond. So we have another flock with a 4, and actually we haven't not had any geese in the video yet, because this is the second flock. And I feel like they're gonna spook, yeah. I believe that's our 4. So we should be good on that. And I'm just gonna switch to the 22 to make sure, number 1, that it goes down, and it's going to. And also just to try to get the males for respawns if we can. Were there only 2? I think there were at least 3. Maybe we got it, but I was sure there was another level 3 somewhere. There he is. Alright. We'll take that. And I think either these were already spooked or we spooked them to get him. So there's a 3 there, a big 4 which I'd like to get. And I just want to make sure we're not going to miss out on a 5. So I want to try to get that one. In theory, these can make diamond. But there seem... Oh, wow. Alright. Is that one different? That's a brown hybrid or something, so we'll try to get that too. But there seems to be a bug with the geese where it says 8.5 is diamond, but ones that score 8.5 don't actually make it. Figures I can make first hit on the other one, and I cannot hit that one. At this point, I'm just going to take it with the 243 because it's a female anyway. We got it. I don't know what it is, but we're going to have to run a ways. And we may end up actually losing that level 3 that we shot with the 22 because he flew somewhere back there. And I'm not really sure if we're going to find that, but this will be the first 4 that we got with the 10 gauge. And then that bigger one, it's going to be on our way out here somewhere. I think this ought to be him. And yeah, he's like a lower end max 4. But you see the diamond requirement's 8.5. I shot a level 4 that scored 8.5 and it was still a gold, and a lot of people have. So I think maybe if the level 4s can get to 8.6, you can get a diamond that way. But otherwise, I think you actually need a level 5 to get diamond. And yeah, that female was actually just a brown hybrid, so I don't really mind too much about that. I wouldn't have kept it anyway. I have a bunch of them and several good scoring males. But no wonder I couldn't hit it with the 22. We were 350 meters by the time we got it with the 243. And I'll try to go find that level 3 quick, but I'm really not sure if I can remember where that was. I actually forgot this random level 1, but I mean, that's going to be a part of this. We're going to lose some geese, and maybe if we shoot another goose somewhere back in that direction, we'll end up finding it. But that's kind of one of the reasons I really hope we see retrievers added to this game at some point, because it'd be really nice to not, like, miss out on some, because that 3 that we shot, for instance, that's just going to end up coming back on our map, and it's not going to count towards a respawn, whereas, obviously, if we had a dog to go get it for us, that wouldn't be an issue. I swear, this can never be done without some little amount of chaos. So there's a big 4 in this flock, but there's also a big 4 in the other flock that's coming in. So in order to try to get both, we gotta hopefully let them land. And I believe there's like a flock spooking feature, so if any geese in this flock spook, this guy's gonna take off. So I'm gonna keep my eye on him for a minute. He's still calm and just walking around. These are all landing. And somewhere up here is another big 4, so we need to locate that. Must be in the front. Yeah, he's actually in the very front. They're still walking around. So if we can get him around here, I think we can get both. The one issue is going to be we're going to have to swing around and find the right one. But that's our 4 and that's a 2, so we might try to get the 2 as well. Just because male respawns. And check super quick. Alright, that's a 2. Try to figure out... Alright, should have had that, but that's the one we need. That's got him, and if we can, we'll try to get other males. Good thing I reload when I play this game. Every time. It's not even this game, it's classic as well. Reloading for me, for some reason, is the most difficult part of a goose hunt. But we did pretty decently. And as I said, I guess in theory, potentially, there's 2 animals that could be diamond that we got. But yeah, that's actually pretty decent. Any above 8 is solid, and really low trophy rating. That could be like probably as high as 8.2, but unfortunately not quite there. And I believe that would have been the second big 4. The other one should be one of these 2. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, go ahead and reload. But that was the level 2 male, so this would be the other 4, and he's actually just a little bit lower. But the more of those we get, the better. Like, if we keep on working on respawns and mostly shooting males, eventually, I think we'll see a level 5 spawn, and if I can get lucky enough, like while we're doing this, that we get a melanistic, I'd like it to be a male and potentially high scoring anyways, so it also makes sense in that aspect to keep shooting the male ones. But this is going to be the level 3 we got with the 22, and unfortunately I didn't see any sign of that other one we shot back here somewhere, so we'll keep working towards that, but another gold actually, so we'll take that. So it is just a brown hybrid, but it's actually level 3 this time, which is considerably better than the female we got. And hopefully this time we don't have to shoot it with a 243, but I was just in the process of claiming the last flock, and I decided that we're only going to do, like, big 4s or better now, because, I mean, it's been like 15 minutes, and we've already had a lot of flocks in the video, so I want to try to keep it to better stuff, and I do think actually this is definitely decent enough. So, of course, we're still going to try to get the rest of them, and it'll probably be a little more difficult in the layout blind to, like, pick out the males and get them with the 22, but we'll kind of see how that goes. But naturally, the one that I want is the furthest away. We're going to have to be careful because, yeah, they're spooking. That worked pretty good. Naturally, I led him a little too much. Alright, switch to the 22, and if we can locate other males. That's a 3. There's like 2 other ones over there, so that's not a bad thing. I gotta go get them still. And we might have gotten all the males at least. So that's not bad. Now, I believe one of these ones is another 4, but that is one that wasn't actually shot in the video. But yeah, I think this is the only one I'll actually bother including for now, because it's actually interesting. It is a silver level 3, but not bad. I think I'm going to go ahead and taxidermize it, because I might have a female brown hybrid mounted somewhere, which is lower scoring, so I guess we'll save that. Alright, once again, caught out in the open, and there are 2 big 4s. So we're just going to use the 22. I don't like our chances of many other things, and that's a something. I don't know if it's a light gray, or maybe brown hybrid again, but that'll get all 3 of them. We'll just kind of run along and collect a line of them. This spot is doing really good. I'll show you where it is on the map, actually. It's one of the ones I mentioned in my goose guide, But it's this little spot up here in the Ritterstein straw fields. There's one big field on the east end, and it's really working out good so far. 8.2, we're getting close to that diamond range, and another brown hybrid, so those definitely aren't rare. It's more like uncommon, but we'll take those when we find them, and the second one was a little smaller, but I think we're at least caught up now, so we can at least get back in the tripod. Okay, what the heck? There's a 5. I will explain what just happened here in a sec. We got him hit, so he's gonna die. Let's just make sure there's nothing else in here that's interesting. I think I might have lied earlier. That flock was going over and could not be spotted. And I thought when they were like that, that never changed. But I guess there's a chance they can like become attracted to the decoys or whatever and actually come in. That just gave me an absolute heart attack when I looked up and saw the 5 and knew they were spooked already. And naturally that's what happened, because that's what happened on the last 5. But Diamond Goose 8.9, I think that's bigger than my other one. And honestly, I haven't, like, talked over any goose flocks in about 45 minutes. Everything's been small or, like, female brown hybrids. So that was quite a little rush. Alright, well, I'd still like to get a melanistic goose, so we'll continue this for at least another half hour. That'll be 2 hours total of goose hunting. But, yeah. I actually moved spots, by the way. I'm down here in, technically, the edge of Rathenfeld now. Just because up here, like, I wasn't seeing many interesting geese. So, decided to move spots, and that worked out incredibly well. So I ended up moving back up to Ritterstein, because after that 5, the spot down at Rathenfeld just died. There was nothing else, no more flocks. So I thought we'd move, and of course I didn't reload after the last time I shot things, so... Okay, that's our 4. There's a 3... And that's a 3. Alright, everything is literally in shotgun range. Try to find the males if we can. Are there any more males? Just get a couple for other respawns, I guess. There have to be more males. There were so many geese here. There were 2 different flocks that came in. There's one. I mean, it didn't go too badly. I think we'll just be happy with that. But yeah, that's the 3, so I think this should be the level 4. And he's decent at 7.9. It's kind of, I don't know, from just a big 4 to a 5, the difference ends up being a lot, but I guess sometimes you get the 4s that are actually in that diamond range, but I think we just have the one other one then. Which, of course, there are other geese coming in that I would spook, but there's literally only 2 males. So if we can just get the 2 level 2s up there, that'll work fine. I'm not going to worry about the females. But we have our 3 there, and then I guess we'll go back and get these 2 level 2s. So I wish I checked my harvest counter before I started this video, because we've actually shot a ton of geese. And actually, there were 2 other females here, too, which I didn't realize. But, yeah, 4 more from that. And I don't know how many geese we're up to by now, but it's got to be a lot. I'm not sure that one's a brown hybrid. It's something different. I think it may be like a light gray or something. I didn't get to spot the rest of these. I swear, every time, it's, the cool geese are spooking because I just shot a different flock. But we got a hit on that. The neck doesn't look like the brown hybrids. There's like a bit of a spottiness to that. And that one looked to be completely solid. So we'll go and take a look at what that was. We're getting pretty much to the end of the 2-hour mark. So we might actually just kind of leave it with that, especially if that's a light gray or gray leucistic. I forget what the actual colors are, but let's just see. I believe that's a gray? I can't remember. Yeah. I like these a lot, too, with, like, the white feathers at the end of their wings. So I've got a couple of those mounted in the lodge, but if there's anywhere else we can put those where we have an empty plaque, I'll definitely keep that. And there's another one? Another something. Again, I'm, like, running back from claiming the last one. Nothing else that's special. Let's get spun around here so we can get a better angle on this. I think it may well be the exact same color as well. I'm not really sure, but go figure. I've seen nothing but brown hybrids as far as, like, different variations the entire time, and then just back-to-back grays. Alright, I mean, like I said, I like them. The white feathers along the end of the wings look really cool, so we'll probably throw those in the lodge somewhere, and I think we're actually going to head back, because I've got a bunch of dead geese out here. They're all just, like, small ones, and it's pretty much been the full 2 hours, so I think it's about time we do that. And I think I have everything set up now, so for the moment I'm going to put the 2 grays side by side up here. I just really like those wings. I think that looks really cool. And of course they were just 2 females, but they're still cool looking. And maybe eventually we'll replace them with higher scoring ones, but I mentioned with that brown hybrid male we shot that maybe somewhere in the trophy lodge I had a female one we could replace. And I had one here, so it was like a 4.8 female, and now we have a 6.6 male, so at least actually improving on that. And then back here is kind of the main thing that I was trying to work on, and the main reason I wanted to get a diamond or a melanistic goose. And it was for this wall right here, because we have every variation except melanistic, plus like a common diamond, and now 2 common diamonds. So there's a brown hybrid up here, we have a gray male which actually made gold. This is today's new diamond, which was 8.9. We have the old diamond, 8.8, a bald leucistic, if I can get everything to stay up, and a light gray leucistic. So I want to get a melanistic, and probably put it, I guess, where the smaller diamond is, and then we'll take that diamond and put it elsewhere. But for now, I figured 2 diamonds instead of like 2 of the same, I guess call them feather types in the same thing, would be cooler, so we're going to leave it for that at the moment. But yeah, that actually ended up being a really good hunt. We killed 2 grays, 1 brown hybrid that we actually kept, and a bunch of brown hybrids I didn't even put in the video. I saw so many, and then of course we got a diamond as well, so pretty cool to actually get a really solid goose hunt out of that. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.